What's going on, everyone? My name is Jeff. I just spent quite a bit of time watching the Apple event and then going back through and covering it all. And I figured while I was doing this, I should go ahead and make a video. I think it would be a good idea just to bring all the highlights together, try to pack a lot of information into a short video. And then, of course, at the end of the video, guys, I will talk about if I still think Apple is a good buy, or is it time to sell the stock? Now, as we all know, Apple is transitioning into more of a service company, and there is a lot of material to cover from the event today. A lot of really exciting and new stuff going on for Apple. In my opinion, Apple products are so good, you just don't need a new iPhone every 6 months or a year. So the transition into services is actually quite natural for Apple. And guys, as you are about to see, some of this stuff is going to be a game changer. Now guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any content or future update videos. And please drop a thumbs up on this video. I always appreciate all the support.
We've got some really exciting things to share with you, and we're gonna have some fun along the way. So let's get going.
So first, guys, let's start here with the Apple TV Plus. This is the all-new streaming service featuring original stories from those creative minds in TV and film. So as you can see right up here, guys, Apple TV Plus is coming in the fall. And if you go to the website, you can actually click on Notify Me. You can punch in your email address and they will let you know when Apple TV Plus is ready to go. And so Apple TV Plus is their way of jumping into the video streaming game. Guys, and they're going to be direct competitors with Netflix, Disney, Hulu, and Amazon Prime. And some of the content that is going to be offered on Apple Plus is going to be a multi-year partnership deal with Oprah, Reese Witherspoon, and J.J. Abrams. Okay, and now Apple has already reportedly went well past its original $1 billion spending budget to bring in all these movie and television A-listers, but it is slated to create about 30 different shows and a handful of different movies. This was actually the first thing announced in the Apple event today, but it's Apple News Plus, okay? And what this is gonna do, guys, it's gonna offer you access to hundreds of different magazines and leading newspapers. And I believe they said it was going to start at $9.99 per month. And yes, that is correct. So after your 1 month free trial of Apple News, it'll be $9.99 a month after that. And of course, this is the best news sources all in one place. Top stories handpicked by Apple's editors, personalized recommendations, breaking news notifications, private and secure reading, hundreds of magazines and leading newspapers, cover-to-cover magazines, online and offline reading across your devices, and access for up to 6 family members. And it is my understanding that this service is already active. You just need to update to the newest iOS or macOS to start your free trial. And I know one of the things that really caught my attention, guys, was all the different magazines that you're going to have access to. So from business and politics, it looks like you're going to have Time, The Atlantic, The New Yorker. If you're into style and beauty, you're going to be able to look at Vogue, InStyle and Elle, Bon Appetit, Food and Wine. And of course, if you're a sports junkie, you're going to have Sports Illustrated, ESPN, and Runner's World. So if you are interested in this service, guys, like I said, I suggest just going over to the Apple website and checking that out for yourself. I'm probably going to pass on it for now. I feel like I spend too much time on the internet reading news and doing things like that. But this is a really, really good service to kind of get all your news and magazines in one place. Now we are getting into the stuff that really got me pumped up, guys. They are introducing the Apple Arcade, and this is groundbreaking new games where storytelling and design are pushed further than ever. And if you get a minute, make sure to go back and watch the Apple event in its entirety, because just some of the early visuals on some of their new games are absolutely mind-blowing, guys. That was the first thing I did when the Apple event was over. I marched straight over to the Apple website and I tried figuring out how quickly could I get the Apple Arcade. And unfortunately, it's not going to be available till this fall. Pretty much same as the Apple TV Plus. But as you can see here, guys, in the background, they have some really cool looking games. I'm sure me and my kids are going to be all over this. And I'm really looking forward to Apple's new gaming library. And guys, it offers over 100 groundbreaking new games where storytelling and design are pushed further than ever. And I guess during the Apple event, they did make a point that most games are so centered around, basically killing bad guys and shooting bad guys, that the Apple Arcade is really going to be focused on storytelling and art design, okay? So I think that is a real breath of fresh air back into the gaming industry. The only thing I'm upset about is that I have to wait till fall to get it. And last but not least, guys, is the Apple Card. This is probably the second most exciting thing, in my opinion, that I've seen today in the Apple event. So it's a whole new kind of credit card created by Apple and not a bank. And it's built for simplicity, transparency, and privacy. Now the Apple Card is going to be coming in the summer, so that is just a couple of months away instead of 6 or 8 months like the Apple TV Plus and the gaming service. And basically, the Apple Card, it's going to live in your iPhone, in your wallet app. For every time you make a purchase, you will receive daily cash. And some of the kickbacks on this thing, guys, is really, really exciting. Let's jump into that. It's going to have absolutely no fees, not even hidden ones. They don't have any fees, no annual, no cash advance, no over the limit, and no late fees. And it's also going to provide interest rates that are amongst the lowest in the entire industry, okay? And of course, they partnered with Goldman Sachs and MasterCard to make this possible, which that kind of come as a surprise because I took a small position in Goldman Sachs stock this morning when the market opened, okay? So I had no idea this was coming. It would just come as a complete surprise. Of course, none of the stocks really seen a reaction to the Apple event. When I seen MasterCard and Goldman Sachs come up at the Apple event, I gotta say I got pretty excited because I just bought stock in Goldman Sachs. Now this is the part I got really, really excited about. So with your Apple Card, you will get 3% back on everything you buy from Apple. Whether you buy it at an Apple Store, Apple.com, the App Store, or iTunes, you get a 3% refund. And that includes games, in-app purchases, and services like Apple Music and iCloud storage plans. Okay, you will get 2% back every time you buy something using Apple Pay. That's in every category and has absolutely no limits. So just think about all the things that you use a credit card for on a daily basis. You will get a 2% return on all of those transactions. And then lastly, you will get a 1% return if you happen to come across a store, website, or app that doesn't take Apple Pay yet. Apple Card still gives you 1% of your purchases back in the form of daily cash. So I've never seen a credit card really that got me this excited at launch. Now you combine this reward system along with no fees, no hidden fees, no daily fees, and any of that junk. I can honestly sit here and tell you I will be getting the gaming service and I will be getting the Apple Card definitely. So where does all of this take us in accordance to Apple stock? Should you still be owning Apple stock here at these levels? Should you be buying? Or is it time to sell the stock and move on? Guys, I really think it all comes back down to your level of understanding. Most people, and sadly enough, a lot of creators here on YouTube that make videos in the stock market space think that Apple is strictly a device company, okay? They make iPhones, they make iPads, and they make iWatches, and that's what Apple does. But what you have to understand is that Apple is now more of a service company than it is anything. And all four of these big moves today that we've seen in the Apple event is just going to create further penetration into four completely different industries: video streaming, video gaming, news and media, and the credit card transaction space. So if you want to look at it on that scale, guys, Apple currently trading at $188. Of course, I've been holding Apple stock for a long time. I have no plans to sell, and even right back here in October when the stock went from $220 all the way down to $150. There was mornings I woke up and I was very tempted to sell Apple and move out of the position, but I kept buying Apple into this dip, and it's days like today that I'm glad I stayed with Apple. The new services that they talked about in today's Apple event are not going to take effect immediately and are not going to be factored into their earnings immediately. In the long-term game, guys, I think this totally drives up Apple's revenue even higher. You know, all four services are very comprehensive, easy to use, and easy to understand, and pretty much creates a direct pathway to pushing Apple's market cap even that much higher. In my opinion, Apple was the first company to hit the $1 trillion market cap, and I see nothing stopping it from being the first company to hit the $2 trillion market cap. I think Apple can double again. Even here at $188.74, I feel like Apple is undervalued, and on some level and some way, you need to try to get this stock into your portfolio. So that's all I got for the video, guys. I really appreciate you watching. Please drop a comment. Tell me if you had a chance to check out the Apple event. It was pretty exciting. After I publish this video, I'm probably going to go back and read through some more of it. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and have a great day.